We're
Same thing.
live right
Oh, I'm,
during wrapping up this Damian Priest.
I'm about to say something crazy.
Wrapping up Damian Priest. You know what I'm saying?
Pack them up. Get them out of here. About to
And Dom just did it.
pack them up.
Roll up win. Dom over Damian Priest, y'all.
You said he was gonna be the one to beat Gunther.
You think so?
All right, don't be a sore loser.
Ooh. Damian's quite upset. This awesome saucy talking spicy. We see you definitely in the
Has
chat.
he
Yeah, they
been
cooking that
using the
boy.
Razor's Edge?
That in the South of Heaven.
Okay.
It's just he ain't been active like he used to because he been involved in Live storyline, and then you ain't really kind of seen him like one on one with people.
Nah, you can't be no sore loser. Don't beat my boy Dom up. Yeah, you're acting like street trash.
Get Dom the business. There we go. Everybody hate Dom. What was everybody hate Chris? Everybody hate Dom. Everybody hate Dom.
I like him.
Damn, he talking about Dodgers beating the brakes off the Yankees. Dang, Polo, it's like that.
It's DNA fault. Every game DNA done been at, the Yankees done lost. And he done been to all of them. That's why he ain't here tonight. He hit the World Series on the Jumbotron. Yeah, I'm snitching. He on the Jumbotron at the World Series. It's him.
Here they go. Damian Priest coming back for more, y'all. What we doing with Damian Priest? Now he losing to Dom. I mean, obviously Judgment Day helped, and but Dom got the win. He gonna get a
Where
Gunther
is
shot.
Judgment Day? Your boy's getting beat.
They
There we
ran
go.
off. They ran off. They took the high road.
All right. There we go.
Oh, here comes Carlito. Carlito.
I've been reading that my boy went off script last week.
Huh?
Carlito when they say he got some heat on him for what he said last week. When Kyrie and Io was complaining and he walked up to Piers and they walked away, he said, oh, I
Yeah.
got to learn Chinese. And he said that wasn't scripted.
People be people be sensitive about everything, man.
Well, you know,
Yeah,
Asians, that's a
Judgment Day is
big
the
thing.
old story, man. They don't got nobody. There's nobody really in contention for anything. So now you have the voiceless group. Yeah, Sean, I don't care for the Judgment Day. It's the only thing that was popping was Liv versus
It's a
Rhea.
carousel. It went from being a roller coaster to a carousel. It was up, down, up, down. Now it's just round and round and round. If we want, it's a lot of Judgment Day every week. It's not really progressive. But I like.
It's not that it's not. It's not that it's not a lot of. It's right. It's not progressive. Where are you going with any of them?
But I like
Are
this
they in the
Damian
tag picture? Are
Priest.
they
I
in the
like
tag
when
hunt?
priests get a little sassy like that. He started doing that once he lost his title. That should have been a champion he was. That was a terrible way to end going into Crown Jewel. But don't let me ruin the show for you.
Yeah, I mean, so. You know what I'm saying? One thing I can rest assured on is the bloodline is cooking, ladies and gentlemen. The
They
bloodline
getting
is.
there.
You know what I'm saying? Finn Balor is used wrong. Yes, Finn Balor is used wrong. This is the first Universal Champion. He ain't been back in the real. He really hasn't been back in the world title picture.
Finn
In
Balor's whole WWE career has been wrong.
yeah, yeah.
They
I mean,
ruined him as
there's
a
no doubt about.
solo. He's not even the face of his group. They ruined the Demon. Finn Balor, yeah. They they've never really. Like I said, maybe it was the injury thing, but he never really recovered from that.
I think there was a time for him too, Because when you go out to injury after you do something like, remember, he went out to injury. If you talk about that shoulder back when he lost, no, he beat Roman, became the first Universal. But when he came back, they ain't bring him right back to what should have been, and it's just all downhill from there, slowly but surely. And when you're not the face of your group, that's bad. Not only is it not good, but you're
When you're the
fighting
star
for it.
in the group and not the face of the group, Finn Balor's career is better than anybody in the Judgment Day.
Mhm. By a landslide, ain't even close.
Yeah, nope. Rhea's still young in her career. So is Dom. Carlito he was what he was during his time. And JD, I mean, like they can't even compare careers with Finn. And Finn, when Edge was around, maybe you had a conversation there, but Edge wasn't with the Judgment Day for a hot second.
They got to learn when to give it up, because right now you're snuffing out other talent that could be getting these time. Right now, you got Karrion Cross in a good position. Build that final testament up to take out the Judgment Day. Be the final nail in the coffin. Because people don't like the Judgment Day, they'll get behind Final Testament, taking them out, and now we're done with the Judgment Day.
Yeah, because
And
Dom and Liv will be okay. Just they've
oh
built
yeah,
them such they've
oh
built
yeah,
themselves up as such good heels. They can just part ways and be fine. JD, I don't know
and
where
they'll go on to
JD
be
goes.
lovebirds. And
I think they're pushing Carlito as a single, possibly, and that just leaves Finn again. Where
I don't know. His beef with Damian Priest didn't even do what it should have did.
they should still be beefing.
Yeah. Like, you think about how much effort Damian Priest put into Rhea Ripley going after Liv and Dom, but Finn cost you the world title. I don't know
Hey,
who's right and who lost track of this man, but that's not how the stories go. You cost me the title, I'm hunting you down.
yeah, I'm
If you make me run
obsessed.
the gauntlet, huh?
Yeah, I'm obsessed. I need to get you.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what the story wrote itself. And then you brought up the fact that Damian Priest screwed him over a year before, so you gave us this long term booking to do what? It didn't even pan out. That's bad, bro. And now he's back at Dom. Oh, he's going after the like. Come on, man. Let it be. Let it be. Um, I don't know what the Judgment Day will do next because again, you're so wrapped up to Damian Live. If we move forward, I don't know where the move it be unless it's Final Testament, and Final Testament should be built to beat the brakes off of them, and now they're the new premier group running roughshod. If not running roughshod, pulling strings on people um, in the locker room
The
because
Final
that's what.
Testament should just be beating people up anyway. Like they don't have that group that's just beating people up. Like a lot of the stories are focused and centered on certain things, like the APA. APA was like, we just here to make money and gamble, and you need us, we'll beat people up.
Yeah,
They need a group with that kind of attitude. Like we just here to fight. Like and Authors of Pain and Kevin Cross could be the disruptors in a lot of things if they're built that way.
and they could, and they got the size as far as like what
They
I'm
have the
saying.
look.
Like
They look like
they
people
got
that would just disrupt stuff.
so I don't know. We'll see what Judgment Day does. WWE does. You know what I'm saying? But Damian Priest did say after Crown Jewel he has his sights set on Gunther. Dom has his sights set on Gunther. So I don't know. I mean, we might be getting some more Judgment Day, Dom, Live, trash stuff. I
No,
don't
there's
know.
no might. We will. This is one of the things that I don't think ever ends. Like they created two groups. Priest and Rhea are gonna be tied at the hip for a while. That's just till they find something to do with them individually. Or, and it's one of them things where they can just always we don't got nothing for them. Let's lean back on Judgment Day.
That's bad. That is bad. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But Raw started off with my man, main event. Jay Uso. And Jay Uso started off the
aka
show
28 days, Jay Uso.
20 28-day Jay Uso started off the show. And he just wanted to address the situation. He getting his lick back with the bloodline. And he got some unfinished business. His brother comes out. They have a little talk. And as much as they try to say we ain't gonna be in the limelight, we're not gonna be second rate, we're not gonna be this. I felt like Jimmy was like, all right, well, we need to talk to Roman. Let's talk to the OTC. You did exactly what he said, let's not do. And then he was like, all right, yeah, we'll go talk to Roman. Like, no, it shouldn't have been no talk to Roman. You should have been like, if we
But I'm
equals, bring
showing
Roman to
up.
me.
Well, y'all showing up so we can fight. I'm not listening to Roman. I don't have to listen to Roman. I'm here to fight, and y'all just happen to have the same fight that I have. That's it. Ain't no Usos. It's Jimmy, Jay, Roman, and we fighting. That but okay, well, I'm not gonna do that then. Okay, let's go see what Roman. Like when you're mad at your parents and you close the door in your room, you just talking all kind of smack. Then when you see them, they're like, "What you said? Nothing. Can I go?" Nah. They just what he's saying was, "I'm not falling back in line." But then Jimmy was like, "We need to fall back in line." So
And he said, yeah, you're right. Without saying all that. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, that's what he did. So I thought that was kind of funny, uh, to a point, you know what I mean? But I mean, I think this is what we all wanted.
could or
And
should Jay go and went into this bloodline story with the Intercontinental title?
no, no. I will always forever think take all the titles off all of them because they don't need them. Those titles can go elsewhere. Like right now, you got tag team tournaments, and you don't need the bloodline in it. The bloodline is going to sell itself. That storyline is tailor made with or without titles.
Well, I'm just really
With
speaking on the
titles,
length of his title run that it was so short.
but I don't think it matters. Like
I mean, you
we
are
get
the
wrapped in.
secondary title man. I'm just
I
saying
am.
that for them to put it on him, I think he could have went into the story with it and just held it a little longer.
I think
And
he
you
shouldn't
know
have
how
because
crazy that would look if he look at Roman with a title around his waist, and he look at Roman waist and he don't got a title. That's a crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got some gold,
remember
Uso, you don't.
Roman can be like, you got gold, you got gold, you got a mid tier belt. I was the guy. Don't make me have to pull out. You know what I'm saying? I had the big boy joint. So I think too. Braun Breaker is now free to go at whoever else.
I don't know what's
And
next for Braun Breaker.
see, with Braun, it's a beautiful thing because I mean it's a kind of bad because you did a tournament already, so you don't want to do another tournament to do
They should
another.
do with Braun, like I said, they should do with Nia. He should just walk in the locker room and point at people. Tonight, me and you, let's go. That'll be his way of the open challenge. Hey, I want to fight. I'm fighting you. Come on. And then people then it'll be like people hiding from Braun Breaker. Like, is Braun here tonight? Then he's just popping up he's popping up like the boogeyman. Like people trying to stay away from him. Then you could make R-Truth, be in disguises, and people really trying to stay out this dude's way. But then you have the one person to step up, say, "Hey, I'm not scared of you. I'm not them. I'm not that." And then that's how they could make like a Braun Breaker challenge. It's really him just calling people out, saying, "Hey, tonight, me and you, Carlito." And Carlito's like, "Hey, that's not cool." You know what I'm saying? Just
It's funny that could work because it's persona. It's like get the dogs barking. Who y'all want?
and he
They
should
might
he should
call
just
out a
say
name.
it's gonna be a dog fight, and I'm fighting you. And then you have the one or two people that step up, say, "No, I'm not afraid of you." You know what I'm saying? And that could
Yeah,
be, but because I don't know
it
what
would
they
work
have next to him.
beautifully.
Because the only person I could see really probably in a good feud with him is about to be tied to Seth Rollins. That's Bronson Reed. I think Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker
I
will
think you got
cook.
some other guys back there. You got to give him some veterans. You got to feed him some veterans if you want him to look good. Sheamus got a clean win tonight. He get a
Sheamus
good
is
physical.
wrestling on Wednesday nights. Sheamus is fighting for the speed title.
Sheamus
That's who
is
they should have put the speed title on too.
Who?
Brian.
Oh, I thought you were about to say
How
Sheamus.
fast he wrestles and how he can pull that spear out. That'd be the perfect
50 miles an
person.
hour.
That's what they should do. Brian, we telling you to slow down. You won't slow down, so we're gonna have you on speed. And he like, all right, dogs up, and then he just go. What he is like. I think what they wanted Mojo Rawley to be. Remember the hype bros, Mojo
Yeah.
Rawley. Then when they start tying Gronk into things, that frat boy, that's cool, like that dude. He is
That's an
what I
interesting
think
take
they
on it.
wanted those guys to be, and he's doing a hell of a job, bro.
I think that might work for him. I
Him
see you
on
in the
speed would
chat,
be
Vinny.
fantastic. It's called speed, and him beating people in 3 minutes would make sense.
It definitely would, and it would look the part. It would definitely look the part.
Pull out the
Because now you
spear,
got this guy.
boom. Then he'd be like, "That was fun. I want to see how many spears I can get in 3 minutes." Then he's going on a spearing everybody.
He could do it. He definitely has the ability to. And that would probably help out the brand too, because Braun's getting more and more
That would
popular,
help
more
out
and
the
more
speed
popular.
championship too. That would make people watch it. Like, okay, shit, Brian Breaker's breaking back in 3 minutes.
Because that's
Pause.
you again. You're gonna need someone with some recognition, a name, and an up and coming name who's now got two belts. He comes out with the speed and the Intercontinental Championship. Okay,
He
I'm
start calling
listening.
himself, "I'm the intercontinental speed. I go around
Oh
the
yeah,
run.
yeah.
I'm running around the world like Superman." Like, you know what I'm
Let him
saying?
beat somebody on Raw in 3 minutes. You'd be like, damn. He'd be like, oh my bad, I mixed up the belts, but
And
it
you
don't
know
matter.
what?
I got the job done.
WWE's been signing a lot of legends. Think about the legends who could pop up and get beat in 3 minutes. That's what Randy Orton was doing when he was the legend killer. He was kicking everybody in the head.
He was wilding with that one.
So that'll be
I
something
don't know how
cool.
many legends would still sign up, but I think
No,
if
I'm
you get
just
one or
saying,
two,
like, for somebody to pop up and then let's say somebody popped up on speed that you never expect, like, oh shit, such and such is on speed. That'll get eyes on it.
yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah,
look,
he's definitely like, I mean, he's a Steiner. Like that's it's in his blood, man. He can't help it. He is who he is. He was who he was before you got here.
backstage, you get some more Judgment Day stuff. Cool. But then we get Ludwig Kaiser and my man Sheamus. You know what I'm saying? Good win for good win for Sheamus, y'all. Good win for Sheamus.
We shouldn't be saying that, bro. Sheamus is on my list with the Miz. People forget that these two guys was the face of the company at one point in time. Sheamus was a big deal, but you know,
I
for
think
one, for him, the fact that he came back from his injury is impressive. So kudos to him. But it's that's the legends we talk about. We need. They just need a little more value in their stock. But yeah, Sheamus beat Kaiser. Vinci, I don't know what they're doing with Vinci. They have nothing going on with him. He got a package, a rebrand. He's been getting beat. I don't know what he did or who he pissed off backstage, but he's getting treated. He's getting a treatment.
they be- they done beat
They
this
broke
man
up
out pretty.
Imperium for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's still an Imperium, but it's just Kaiser and
It's just two people.
Gunther. That's
Yeah,
the
and they're
name of
gonna
the
be on
faction. It's
SmackDown.
just two people. Like five guys, it's two guys. It's two people.
And they're gonna be on SmackDown this Friday night as Imperium, Ludwig Kaiser and Gunther are gonna take on Randy Orton and Cody
And they
Rhodes.
see that they could put Kaiser and Vinci in something. Kaiser looking at him like, "Who are you? What happened to you?" Like, what's that movie? Was it Jackie Brown when he looked at him and said, "What happened to you? You used to be beautiful."
I ain't seen Jackie Brown
And
in a
then they
minute.
trying to get him back to being back to his Imperium ways. Like, that's a good story. Like, what
It could work.
happened to you? Like, but
It could work because he definitely taking
Sheamus
L's. You're
won.
right.
Yay, Sheamus.
By pinfall. Good job, Sheamus.
Good job,
Rhea
Sheamus.
Ripley.
Clap it up for Sheamus,
y-
everybody.
Sheamus. At the end of the
Fella!
day, At the end of the day, right
Hold
now,
up,
he's
hold
gonna
up,
be
hold
the
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Speaking of clap it up for me. Cause I went 5 for 5 on the Halloween Havoc picks last night.
I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
man.
hold you.
That was probably one of the best prediction shows we ever done. If you haven't seen it, Halloween Havoc is over.
He
But
was
me and
100.
HP, what the kids say? We was lit. We was on one. But Halloween
Yeah.
Havoc was good. We haven't touched it. We'll probably talk about it at some point. But we here for Monday Night Raw, and you here. Shout out to you, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, for tapping in with us. The comments are open. We here to talk about it. So yeah, after Sheamus got his victory, what we got, HP?
You saw they get a Rhea Ripley package talking about Rock. What do they call her? Diesel Rodriguez.
More Judgment Day.
More Judgment Day. And it's all
You know
good.
what Judgment Day is? It's Raw
Hmm.
Bloodline.
So who? Yeah, it is Raw's Bloodline,
You
but it's
just
way
have
less.
two dominant stories that kind of just. That's the only thing that trends throughout the show. It should be other stuff piecing throughout the show. NXT does a great job of that. They have like 4 or 5 different stories playing out during one show.
Moving with good fluidity too. Like
And they have
they're
stories that intertwine into other stories. Last night, Wendy Chu put Tatum Paxley in the box, not having a casket match on. It's crazy. So it's just they need to kind of intertwine a little more, and we know what's going on to Judgment Day. Because Liv is what got that story hot. Because people love
yeah,
Liv
100%.
Morgan, and
Yeah,
that
hundred
this has
percent.
been going on for a while now, a long time. We went through injuries, went through big PLEs, we went through a lot with this Judgment Day story. So I don't know how much more they're trying to give us.
That's why I think if you're looking at the two major storylines, like, oh, if we got Bloodline, we gotta have Judgment Day. No, that's not true. Judgment Day is falling. Like it's going downhill. The storyline is virtually
But
over.
that's the WWE thing we talk about. Like they have never been this many factions in main roster, SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. It's just factions everywhere, and you have to do something with the factions of the people. I guess I don't know, but Rhea had a package. I saw Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews doing a challenge on Instagram where they took a Happy Meal. It was a cheeseburger, a small fry, and a small drink, and they're trying to see who could eat it in under a minute. He finished in 57 seconds, I believe, and she gave up. She was like, "I'm not doing this. This is stupid." So, shout out to all the
She gave up
couples
when
out
she
there
knew
that
she lost the
enjoy each
challenge.
other and have fun and do silly things like that. Man, shout out to the couples that's coupling. You know what I'm saying? It's
Hey
getting
man,
cold
I'm
out
out.
there.
No, 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 no. This is the same dude that would not let the YS6 eat a Whataburger. And now it's okay for Rhea Ripley to be
Yes.
smashing burgers down her throat, in 60 seconds.
Who don't want to see Rhea Ripley shove food in her mouth? Like, come on. But that was different. The Y6 was different. That was different.
They went to Whataburger. They ate their food in a timely fashion. Archie was like,
And took pictures and they shock mastered themselves. It was over before it started.
but you know what's crazy? I think in 2024, the only person who really rolls like that at this point is the Boogeyman. Every time I see the Boogeyman on the internet, he's
They
still
doing something
dressed.
with him right now too. Like they having people put their hands in the box and trying to guess what's in there, and it's his face with worms in his
His
mouth.
face with worms. Like
Very
he
weird.
is,
Very weird.
yeah, and he's still got his face painted. So yeah, he's wild.
Boogeyman is one of those.
But
I don't know how I feel about the Boogeyman. I don't because
the Boogeyman,
it never really caught. I think how they wanted it to catch, but it
no, I
caught.
didn't. Yeah,
Boogeyman is very weird. Like I got to think about supernatural wrestling characters, but yeah. But yeah, Rhea package still going for Liv. Does she get this? When does she get this title? And does Liv chase after Rhea wins? Does this go on after that?
I actually think Liv doesn't lose to Rhea, and Rhea just has to suck it up, Buttercup, and she'll go on to do other things and have to work her way back up. And it'll be sometime after WrestleMania, post WrestleMania, that she'll finally get that title back. Like Liv, I think is
Mm.
gonna have a lengthy
So I
run
don't
because
know
she's
who her next. opponent would be.
Well, once she still got a ways to go in this storyline, you know. It'll probably be Live again, to be honest, because she's still saying live, live, live after, you know. So they'll probably do Raquel for like 2 pay-per-views. That'll bring them to about the Royal Rumble time frame.
Rhea should have took this business should have been handled already. She's taking out squads, she's beating up Dom, but she can't beat up Liv.
It's always something, right?
It's always something.
It's
Man,
always
shout out to Rhea Ripley. We love the Eradicator around here, you know. I've been
but
seeing online people saying Rhea's cooling off a lot. Like the return, it wasn't what
she is.
they expected it to be.
She is.
So,
You're
so you
the
agree?
promo. It's not even that it's corny or nothing. It's just being drawn out to something. We're like, all right, you know. And I'm not saying she's cold, but you're not as hot as you once were. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going. So Raquel, I think might have spiced it up, but let's see. Let's see her have some good matches.
Raquel didn't do anything. Let's not lie here. It's not gotten better because of Raquel. Now Raquel came in throwing bowls and you know what I'm saying, snatching wigs with a whole new attitude. I just don't think she's settled into the role of the character. And it can work, but when you make a return and people come back and the story is hot, it doesn't need time to build. It should just come in, boom. We shouldn't be building it. But Rhea promo, Liv, this is going to go on for a while, well into the Netflix era. So
And then we get the stuff we've been waiting for. Now we can kind of combine all these segments because we get the Jay Uso backstage with Jimmy, and guess who they bump into? Sami Zayn. So here we go, because Sammy don't want to talk in front of Jimmy. Sammy ain't forgot. You know what I'm saying? And everything Sammy has to say to Jimmy is based, I mean, to Jay. He gets Jimmy to leave, and then he's like, "Yo, why would you go back? Roman's got you brainwashed." Jay's argument is legit. Like, yo, I mean, let's be clear. I think Solo is worse. Sammy has a rebuttal. Sammy, like, Solo ain't the one that brainwashed you. Roman had you tripping. Roman had you being an errand boy. It was Roman. And now you gonna fight for Roman? My man said, you ain't family.
you
You
ain't
ain't know nothing
family.
about. You ain't
You ain't.
family.
It's Jimmy and it's Jay. It's the Usos and you ain't family.
Now, what's interesting, right?
Don't
Because he
bring
said
her
that with
home if she can't use your comb, is what he said.
I hope I'm
You
bringing it
ain't
home.
family.
Yeah, you should go.
Oos, you ain't family. You just Sammy. That's the new T-shirt. You ain't family. You just Sammy.
But
Unhonorary Oos.
here's the kicker. Because he said that with conviction. He said that shit to Sammy, and Sammy feelings was hurt. For once, I can't even call him the Canadian hobo. I felt like he was hurt. I was like, damn. But then Jimmy and Jay get back together. He's like, damn, what happened with old boy? You know what I'm saying? Jay like, you know, I had to tell him he wasn't family. Jimmy like, yeah, you're right, he ain't. And then Jay checks Jimmy like, wait a second, because when you dipped, he was there.
He will be. It's going to be a thing.
But we knew this. The only time they
Jay
started to
Uso
swerve
is
us a
just a
little
poor,
bit,
sensitive soul who's trying to do right, man. He's trying to please everybody. You can't please everybody, Jay.
I think Jay's gonna be. I mean, Jay has his points. I just think at the end of the day, it sucks too because I've seen the SmackDown, so I'm already like, you know, and don't watch the internet. Stay off the internet because they already got the pre-recorded stuff out there. However, I'll say this: Jay Uso on the mic when he's not like aggravated, I don't like that talking and spurt shit. I really can't stand it. Like
It's
I
to get the
didn't notice
crowd to react. It's the Stone Cold Steve Austin what?
it's worse. It's horrible. It's horrible. I just it is I don't know, maybe he was overdone tonight, maybe for some but I can't stand it. But It is what it is. I think Sammy's coming back. End of the night, Jimmy says to Jay, I gotta go talk to Sammy. Jay tries to stop him, nah, 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 nah. Yo, something bad gonna happen. Jimmy like, yo, chill. I just gonna talk. You got my word, Oos. But then when he go to find him, Jay come out there like, yo, you find him yet? He like, yo, look. And who they see? They see Sami Zayn in the parking lot talking to Solo Sokoa in the tinted out SUV. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't looking too good, but you know how it's gonna end up. But good good little theatrics for the week because we still gotta wait a war games. And he's gonna
They
have
should
to
put
explain
Sammy with
himself.
Solo. That'd be crazy. I was there for you. I try to be there for you. I'm okay. It's war, then it's war.
I wonder what's gonna be the thing that pushes Sammy to go help.
Nothing.
Because there's gotta be something that's drawn him in.
It's gonna be. I think him and Roman might have to have a face to face.
Oh.
They're
Oh.
gonna have to. But see, Roman's in a weird spot because Roman can still pop his shit, like you said. He can still, hey, I'm. This is still my yard. Like, I'm still him.
Yeah,
He's just not
yeah.
doing it. He's like, why would I talk to you? I talk to you in this ring, and every time we talk, I beat you. Like, what we gotta talk about? Then Sammy's gonna be begging, please, please, Uso.
I think Jimmy gonna do all the begging, and then they gonna get Jay to start begging, and then we gonna think back to these flashbacks where he said, eh, you know, we all gonna be equals, and then but they begging Roman. So
I just know some point in this phrase is gonna come up, and I'm gonna be pissed when it does. Somebody's gonna tell Roman he's not being very Usi,
how you
and
gonna be mad?
cause it's corny. They're gonna try to reel Sammy into this with the feel good moments.
Oh yeah, 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 I can see that. Yeah, absolutely,
So yeah, remember how
absolutely.
good it was when Sammy was around, but we still haven't seen Paul Heyman.
No, and I expect him to come back before War
The
Games.
wise
I could be wrong.
man. Now the wise man might get in their ears and say, "Hey, we did this before. When we did this, we did it with this man. I'm the wise man for a reason. Trust me." I could see Paul Heyman adding them to the team. That way, it wasn't a Roman or Jimmy or Jay thing. It was Paul saying, "Hey, this guy was there when we needed him. He's here for us now. What we do after this, we don't know, but we got to take care of this business." And you know, Paul Heyman can sell it. He will sell it. He will sell it.
Oh yeah, you get that. Yeah, you get Paul Heyman a mic, and it's a good day. It's a good day in the office. But we had some other matches. They didn't have many matches, but we had some good ones. You had Ivy Nile taking on Selena Vega. You're just helping American Made to look. That's really what this
Yeah,
is about.
yeah.
Every form of them too, women, men.
I
Because later on in
told
the
you a
tag team
couple
match,
pods ago, Jordan Grace was going to come to the WWE, join American Made, and her and Ivy now were going to be women tag team champions. Jordan Grace just lost her title. Her contract's up in January. So remember I said that. Then we had that big tag team match with New Day, War Raiders, and LWO, I believe.
yeah, yeah.
LWO and Zelina be working. They be working. They be working.
I like Selena, man. I like Selena, but just give up to LWO, man. You know how I feel about that. Nope, Zelina ain't never gonna get a big push, and I'm not saying that to be negative. I just feel like if they did, they would have did it
They
already.
did it
When
already.
they went to Puerto Rico,
That was it.
that was it.
That was
Yeah,
it.
so I feel like now, and not to be funny, Mercedes Monet is in another company and it feels like she copies the outfits. 'Cause she always has a
Well, they
very
both
similar
are into
outfit.
the whole cosplay anime world. Mercedes just hasn't looked really good since she's been in AEW.
That's my thing. She's the biggest star in AEW, and she's mimicking your WWE star for the looks. And you're still not pushing the girl that you know what I'm saying. So it's like I think she won't get a big
Yeah,
push.
Zelina
It's
time,
possible she could.
unfortunately, I think it has come and gone. She was bubbling, and People like her. She can go. She can wrestle. I think that
But
whole
if they
thing, what happened with her and the Twitch and the social media a while ago, might still be a lingering thing because we know WWE don't forget nothing. So
yeah, they got that shit on microfiche somewhere.
they don't forget nothing.
But I do think if they do mid-tier titles, which they do need, that'll be a time where you can see it, where you can see her getting a push. But with just the world titles, I don't see it because she's already had the shot at Liv, and she fell short. They went to
I don't
Puerto
know.
Rico, put her back in that position again, fell short.
Big
So
moment, huge moment.
yeah, so let's just keep trying Wi-Fi. Yeah, keep trying Wi-Fi. So then we get to Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed, and these guys are brawling, and we get a curb stomp, hood ornament curb stomp. Seth Rollins goes in the back. He's doing his promo. Bronson Reed lowered him in the back. You know where to find me. Come back to the back. I'm in the parking lot. Yo,
The
Bronson
most
Reed about to be
unlikely monster is the best monster on the roster, and that's Bronson Reed.
dog. He about to be the parking lot. We about to say parking lot pimping. Because if he gets you in the parking lot, he beating the dog shit out you. I don't care who it is. He makes moments. He makes highlights in the
That
parking
should
lot.
just be his thing. He should be waiting outside the arena every week, and when you get out your car, you got to fight me. I'm just fighting
Yo!
anybody.
Every time he beats somebody down, do it in the parking lot. He is the parking lot monster. Parking lot player. You better
And like
not
I
let him
say, that
catch you
you can have
slipping.
people trying to sneak in, like, damn, we got to park. I don't know. Then
Yeah, we
that's when
got
you
to.
have
Hey,
R-Truth pull up, see Bronson park, then go in reverse and leave the arena. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh no, not me.
yeah,
Not today.
that that shit would work, man. That shit would
Yeah, just
work.
have
I can
Bronson
see it.
just like it should be Bronson should be like everything irritates me. Everything bothers me. So a fight could break out anywhere. They could be back in catering. Somebody bump him. He spilled water on his shirt. We're fighting right here, right now. Like I don't care where
Yo,
we
he just
are. That should
yeah,
just be his
Bronson
thing.
Reed.
He could be in gorilla position, waiting to come to the ring, and the cameraman bump him. I'm about to fight you, cameraman, if I go out there. Like he should just be beating people up.
Yeah, I think that works good for him. Him and Seth Rollins, they get in the moment. Seth Rollins actually gets the upper hand early on in their fight. He gets a hook. He lands it too. He sticks it, curb stomps his head into the hood. They're like, oh,
But this
they
is
done
good
made
for
Bronson
Bronson.
Reed
Bronson
a
went
hood
from
ornament.
Braun Strowman to Seth Rollins. I mean, it was R-Truth in the mix, Miz, and the people he was, and he was,
Rolling over.
I think, in the Continental thing for a minute, kind of in, kind of out.
Yeah, Seth Rollins was the one who cost him.
But yeah, so yeah, this is good for Bronson. Like very good for him. This is how you elevate talent. You put them in a ring with people with people that people want to see. Then you can see their skill set and why they're in this match. So it's great for Bronson.
And it's great storyline.
You know,
I
say
mean,
Bronson
that
and
parking
Braun
lot
Strowman. I would watch that.
and you know what's crazy? After that hood ornament thing, Seth Rollins was talking crazy, talking real spicy in that camera. And then all of a sudden, guess what? You heard some rumbling. You heard next thing, you turn around, Bronson back up, beating the shit out of people. Oh,
He like Michael Myers,
mm.
dog.
And what happened? He put Seth Rollins through the table, picked him up, threw him in the production truck, slam him up against the wall, slam up against
And
the
see, he
wall.
could be a specialty match person. You don't have to see him wrestle. He can be the everywhere, all over the arena dude. He can be the backstage brawl dude. He can be the tables match dude. Because he's an attraction. He's become like destruction. When Bronson Reed's around, something's getting broken.
Pure, pure chaos. You better hope it ain't your back, because he hit them tsunamis, blang, blangs, blang,
That
blang.
should be the
Like
thing.
that
What
shit.
can he jump off to do a tsunami?
I mean, you seen him when he caught Braun Strowman on the hood of that car,
Yeah, I'll be jumping
off that
off
concrete.
cars. I'll be jumping off signs. Yeah, that'll be crazy.
It could be his thing, like you said though, and it works for him. He has the look. So we got that part. Boom. Oh, I can't leave out our truth with the Miz, and that was kind of funny because I thought they made up. It was cool. He was like, "Oh, we're gonna be awesome truth again." Hold on, Miz. I got one more thing to give you. My man reached in his pocket. bong, cold cocked this shit. Then he was like, what did he say? He said, somebody put it here in the chat too. I seen it, and it was funny because y- good luck with the Wyatts. Y'all gonna die. Yo, our truth, man. Our truth be wildin', man. So
Good
they
luck with
got
the
this thing with
wives.
Karrion
Y'all
Cross.
gonna die.
Y'all gonna die. Good luck with the Wyatts. Y'all gonna die. Then he mixed up Butch. He was like, "Hey Butch, where's Pete?" Something he said like that. But yeah, R-Truth slapped him hard. Yeah, R-Truth caught the Miz with a nice joint. So I was happy to see that. R-Truth is really a relic at this point where we gotta appreciate the time we get with him. He's great on camera. Uh
Is R
I,
Truth
I
a
would like
Hall of Famer?
now. And by WWE standards, yes, because they put anybody in. But if you talk about like
Damn, they put
legitimate,
anybody in?
yeah, they put anybody in. Anybody in. They put anybody, but yet not everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like if you, because when you judge the WWE Hall, when you think of any Hall of Fame, you think of the top guys, right? Who have the accolades to match. So when I look in the Hall of Fame and I see guys with no accolades, you have guys with no world titles, no intercontinental titles, no tag team championships. Then you get a guy like Sid, who's a four-time and he's not in. It took Vader hella long to get in, and
Too
these
long.
guys were
Too
staples of
long.
their companies.
Too
You know,
long.
yeah.
Vader took too long.
Yeah. So what standard are we measuring? The fact Truth had the most, I think, hardcore titles or 24/7 titles, some shit like that. You could say that, and then he gets in.
I
Cool. I'm
think
not,
well, with most things now, it's really a popularity contest versus being an accolade thing.
and that's my thing. They
That's like
say
when
wrestling.
the NBA All Stars was selected by fans. It was people who weren't even in the NBA. They was voting for it, so it just got a little crazy.
I mean, I think
He's going to
if
get
there
in
was
at
a
some
real
point.
wrestling Hall of
He'll get
Fame,
in
like
at
a
some
real
point.
wrestling Hall of Fame, all inclusive, um, because I just seen a thing they said WWE denied TNA the ability to put AJ
Induct AJ
Styles in the Hall.
Styles.
Yeah. So it's like this is where the fuck shit comes in. So
Why?
if
That's a why to me. Why would you not allow that?
well, I think because like in a straight sentence it sounds fucked up. But I bet you when they offered him a contract and they read it, it's like, hold up. He gets to make appearances. We gotta send him back. We have to acknowledge. But I mean they got the deal with TNA anyway, so I don't see what's the
Well, that's
problem.
when
But
you negotiate and say, "Hey, this is this, this is that." But I remember a time when they did a swap. It was like Christian did something for them, and they sent was it like the Hardys or something? They made a swap for that type of thing, and I think Christian made an appearance in TNA for the Hall of Fame. But why they not wouldn't allow AJ is kind of weird because AJ Styles was TNA. Let's not get that twisted. When
yeah,
he talk
he's
about that's
definitely
the house, no, the house he built is TNA.
yes. And deservedly so, he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame over there. So
Does
but
TNA have an
if you ask
actual
me,
Hall of Fame or is it like
nah. And
WWE is?
that's why if you ask me my Hall of Fame, I'd be like, okay. And then I'm gonna do it from an argumentative, logical perspective of greatness. Because some people held the company down and was in main events, but they never put the gold on them. So we'll see. I mean it's but tricky conversation, but at the end of the day, our truth if he's in is for the 24/7 and the hardcore championship stuff.
He gets in, yeah, but you gotta think even his TNA career was crazy. He was a champ.
Now, if WWE acknowledges that, because they never said our truth is a world champion, only Ric Flair. Only Ric
Eating
Flair.
Halloween candy. Don't mind me.
But oh, oh, um, the send Flair to do the WWE Hall of Fame. But yeah, yeah, I think AJ should be authorized that ability because he definitely put in work over there. But Raw. WWE Tag Team Championship #1 Contenders Tournament. I get real confused by this because SmackDown was just doing this. Now Raw's doing this. So as much as we want to say that the tag team divisions are doing great, let's wait and hold off because these are two shows with two small tag. They need to do like what the women are doing. Combine all tag teams to one set of belts. You got to go back and forth between shows because there's not enough tag teams. And then when you start to make the numbers, you only got 4 or 5. They all weak. No validity to championship. This ain't like back in the day. You had the Quebecers and the Hart Foundation and the Fabulous Rougeau brothers, and you had the Beverly brothers, and then you be like, damn, the Oriented Express, the Midnight Express. Oh my God, we got the Heavenly Bodies. The Heavenly Body. Remember the dude almost broke that motherfucking neck? Nah, too many tag teams. But now it's not enough tag teams to show you what's legitimate and
But a
say,
whole
hey,
lot
these
of
are good.
factions.
Yeah, and then you got the factions. So I think they should just make one set of tag titles for both shows, and then I could say the tag team division is back because that's enough tag teams to have tag teams working their way up, fighting against each other, getting #1 contenderships, going against the champs. It makes sense that way. So, but you had the LWO, Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee. Get rid of the LWO. Versus the War Raiders versus the New Day. And I guess they're gonna keep sowing seeds of dissension between Kofi and Xavier because
I don't think they
he
will.
made a dumb decision.
I think whatever happened with Odyssey Jones ruined it, and they might just keep the New Day together.
It is possible.
Because I don't
That
see
is
where
possible.
Kofi or Woods goes once that happens. I don't really think Kofi got too many more years left in him, to be honest. Kofi Kingston been wrestling a long time.
Yeah, people forget, but I mean,
He been wrestling so long, he lost his accent.
that's crazy. But we end up getting the winners being the War Raiders. The War Raiders, they're gonna go. Who the hell are the Raw champs?
Tag champs?
Yeah,
It's not the Judgment Day?
huh?
Judgment Day, right?
I think it is Judgment Day. Yeah,
That's bad. We don't know.
yeah, Finn and JD McDonough. Like you gotta try to remember. I'm like, damn,
That
who's
means
their?
we haven't seen them titles or them.
Yeah, in a lot of a minute. That's
WWE
crazy.
gotta stop that. They gotta stop giving, not giving, but having that champions not titles not be seen. That was the biggest gripe with Brock. People was like, Brock got the title at home. We don't see it. We don't see him. Roman,
Yeah.
we don't see it. We don't see him. Your titles should be seen. We see we see the titles on Jade and Bianca more than we see Jade and Bianca in the ring.
Yep.
They
Making those
turn into
championships
models.
relevant
They
though.
models for merch and titles. There's wrestling is secondary for them.
Woo. But yeah, man, War Raiders picked up a win. I would like to see them more tag teams. Not more tag teams, but more tag team action. One belt, two shows. There's plenty of teams to choose from. But outside of that, it was pretty much the Bloodline that stole the show. But it was Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio that closed it. And Dominic Mysterio picked up a nice sneaky win as the Judgment Day, who wasn't going to come to ringside, came to ringside and got
Just
Damien
like
destroyed.
the Tony D'Angelo family wasn't gonna come in last night. That never works. It never works. But yeah, Raw solid.
Mm.
SmackDown was solid. Raw was solid. It's been okay.
This is a good week. This has been a good week. So that's good.
But the
And with
best show
Super
of the
Bowl,
week, hands
round
down,
two.
was Halloween Havoc. It was a PLE, and tomorrow night NXT is gonna be really good. Coming off of Halloween Havoc.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Coming off of my 5 for 5. You heard me.
Hey, 5 from hey. The only thing, the bonus question. Because remember, we said the thing. I
Jasmine
got the
next.
person right, but I got the match wrong. Because I said
Here's another
Kalani
thing
Jordan
I
would pin.
read. And I be reading that Obafemi
Talk about it.
was telling people goodbye and I enjoy working with you. So I don't know if that means he's done in NXT, he's moving on to something else, or he's getting called up. But we are on an Obafemi watch. And
I'm with you. Let's keep
when you bring
my
Oba up,
eyeballs
do you
glued.
bring him up attached to something, or do you let him try to get established on his own?
Establish him on his own and put him right on SmackDown. There's no monsters over him. You bring him to Raw, you already got monsters. It's not gonna be good. He's gonna get lost in the sauce. If he goes to SmackDown, he could be the monster. He can go straight to Cody. He can go straight at LA Knight. Really, that'd be good. He'd be like, "This is my domain." Like, I don't know where you came from.
Because
This
they're
is U.S.
trying to
title.
tie him with Nikita Lyons. And I'm like, I don't want him with Yam Yam Bigelow. Like I don't want
I do.
he don't need to be with the
I
junk.
do.
That's the junkyard
Over,
Paul.
over, over. He got
Junkyard
things
Paul
shaking.
and Yam
He got
Yam
things
Bigelow.
shaking.
But
Bless the couple. Tame the lioness. You know what I mean? You Umbaku. You know what I'm saying?
Dr.
So
Umar is rolling over in cheesesteaks right now.
hey, Oba, I support. Support those. Go where you're celebrated, not where you're
Not
tolerated.
tolerated. That's true. True indeed.
Yeah,
And you
Polo. I
guys
think
are
Oba
always
is.
celebrated here on Attitude Era Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. WWE Monday Night Raw recap. We will be live tomorrow doing NXT recap. And we're going to touch on Halloween Havoc a little bit. DNA
Mhm.
may or may not pop up. He's too busy making the Yankees lose at the World Series because I'm 100% blaming it on him. Yankees went all year, made it to the World Series. DNA goes to the game. They ain't won yet. So it's your fault, DNA. Stay home. Stay off the Jumbotron.
Yeah.
We saw you. You got caught in 4K. But shout out to my brother DNA. He do got this crazy fire Yankees World Series freestyle out right now that he cooked up. It's pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's it, HP.
Yeah. That is it.
Can I
So
say how much I love 2-hour Monday Night Raws? I love it.
oh, yeah.
I love it.
This should be like this. That makes the show potent.
So,
Makes it potent.
anything in the chat we need to address, or we just gonna take it on home?
Yeah, Chad, don't let us down now. Don't get quiet now,
Don't
Chad.
get quiet now. Y'all always got something to say. But nah, shout out to y'all. It is Monday. It is the work week. We hope this week is good to you and good for you. I did not watch the latest episode of From, so I did not watch your recap last night because I did not. All I saw was something about Fatima and the baby. I said, let me get off this page, man.
Wow. From
I said,
is
let me get
one
off this
thing.
page. Let me get off this
We're gonna
page.
be we're gonna be live Wednesday for that, doing some little analysis and stuff. So yeah, it's heating up over there. So that's shout out to that. And remember Wednesday we got double up dropping, and we got Tuesday we got what I'm saying NXT, and Friday we got SmackDown, and then I think Crown Jewel is Saturday or is it Sunday?
It's this weekend. I just know it's this
Yes,
weekend.
this weekend. So we'll be live for that, doing
I don't
predictions and
know. I'm
all
gonna
that.
be honest with y'all. I listen. I don't know if y'all getting a recap Friday night. The show's been pre-taped. The results are out there right now. So our Friday night drop might be Crown Jewel predictions. And we just talk about Crown Jewel. And I might go 5 for 5 again. So we'll
Nah, I
see.
don't think you're gonna go
But
five for
talking
five on
about a
this one.
show that's not live and people have seen the results already, we gotta do something a little different. Maybe I don't know. I'm just talking, but who knows? But that's why you gotta have that notification button hit. So when we go live, you know we live and why we going live. But that's all I got, HP.
I'm with you, bro. I'm
Decent
tired.
Raw,
You see
decent
the eyes going?
SmackDown, decent Halloween Havoc. Again, hope this week is good to you and good for you. This is the Attitude Era Podcast Monday Night Raw recap. We will see y'all tomorrow night during the NXT main event, which I don't know But I'm pretty sure Trick Williams is going to be involved in it because he's still your champ. We got a new women's North American champ. We're going to talk about that. Good good pay-per-view. Good pay-per-view. And we had a legend. Old Bully, Bubba Bully Ray popped up. And he got a little, put the hands on some people last night. So it's always cool seeing the legends. And it's always cool when y'all check in with us, rocking with us. As for our podcast, I'm the Archie Carter. That's King HP. We see y'all tomorrow night for the NXT recap. So, peace.